Osteopilus septernalis, commonly known as the Cuban tree frog. The Cuban tree frog is the largest tree frog in North America, with a body length spanning from 1.5 to 5 inches. This amphibian, however, is a non-native species that has started to invade Florida since the 1920s. It was first introduced to southern Florida from the Caribbean. The Cuban tree frog is native to Cuba, the Cayman Islands, and the Bahamas. The Cuban tree frog can be found in many different colors, such as white, green, brown, and gray, and can change colors, making it hard to identify from Florida's natural ecosystem frogs. They also have such identifying characteristics such as enormous toe pads, bumpy skin like toads, and their skin is fused to their skull. This amphibian is considered to be invasive because it is harmful to Florida's natural ecosystem. It is known to eat 5 different species of native frogs in Florida, along with lizards and small snakes. These pests enjoy being around lights and are commonly found in urban areas and houses. These frogs are also known to be able to find their way into houses and cause clogs in sinks, toilets, and cause severe power outages. It is said that if you are able to capture one of these frogs, to put it in a plastic bag and to avoid the slime that the back of the frog secretes. The slime causes a severe irritation to the eyes and nose. Once the frog is captured, protocol says that you are supposed to euthanize the animal. It is actually illegal to put the Cuban tree frog back into the wild because it's such a danger to Florida's natural ecosystem. The Cuban tree frog breeds year-round, but most often during the wetter seasons. Many of us Floridians have probably heard this sound in the middle of the night. That would be the sound of the Cuban tree frog's call, which is commonly compared to the sound of a meowing cat. The Cuban tree frog is typically sleeping during the day, and it does its hunting at night around synthetic light. During my research of this amphibian, I read many different articles about how much of a nuisance the Cuban tree frog has really become, and how more people are aware and on the lookout for the frog. And though I do not believe that this one amphibian will bring down all of Florida's natural ecosystem, I do understand how non-native species can cause danger to a community. This frog has now been spotted in South Carolina and even Canada.